It helps if I turn my mic on. Anyways, we are back, guys, with to continue our adventures in the Chronicles of Vechaunus. And with that, I will bring us, turn it back on over to Zeri. It's your show for now, I fear.
Hold on. Should have done this before. It was running while we were all talking. This is lame.
Someone has turned the entire side of the board red.
What is happening? Why is everybody changing colors? This is... Oh my goodness.
What?
I mean, I think that's been like that for a long time.
I don't remember it being that way when we started. That's impressive dedication to one by one turn it red.
Okay. That nonsense is happening. So, while Curiosity was having his adventures in sick temple land, adventures, we had Novi here. Linda, you come downstairs, you reactivate the portal for Harmony. Harmony, there's a portal now.
Going through it. Also, can you like adjust the music volume to voice volume ratio because you're hard to hear?
I think that's because I'm whispering.
Yeah, just turn. Yeah, probably.
I can't. If I turn it down anymore, I will mute it.
Well, can you turn it down on the mixer instead of on YouTube? Oh, now I can't hear anything.
That's because it's buffering.
Ah.
The interwebs was doing so great until now.
It's late at night, all the gamers are doing the things.
Yeah, that's true. Into it.
Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Ba-dum.
It's not that bad. Okay. You step into the portal. Might I remind you that it is before dawn. Or at dawn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill out until she actually starts doing stuff. So
You're just gonna chill out in the
I got my cloak. Yeah, I'm just chilling out in the basement.
Yay!
Like maybe like, yep, just chilling out in the basement.
Okay. You hang out, you chill out in the basement for...
Well, yeah, just kind of making sure that nobody else sees me. But why is the whole board green? Oh my goodness. Let's just get straight. Anyway.
Oh, still... Kyrath?
I'm typing my notes. That wasn't me.
Bezak? It's Bezak.
How can you even do
I don't know
that?
how to turn it green, so it wasn't me.
It's Bezak, I can see his face.
Barry told me told me how to do it.
Did you turn my dice green?
Yeah, you changed my dice.
Anyway. So yeah, I'm just waiting for an opportunity. You know what? Yeah, because like they're not open and doing stuff. So whatever.
That's fine. So you're down in the basement. You wait a good hour and a half before you hear movement upstairs. And eventually, a few more minutes after that,
Yeah, Vinda definitely went back through the portal to go get breakfast.
Okay, so it's just Harmony alone. So a few minutes after that, you hear a 3 and steps. Someone hurriedly going down the steps. And as you see, where are you? Are you just like in a corner like a creeper, or like what are you doing?
Kinda.
No, stop changing my dice colors.
And you see her, and she clearly doesn't see you, as she seems to be in like her nighttime gown with like a robe around it, as she starts digging through some kind of box in a corner away from you. I can't hear you all. I can't hear you, Kyler.
Hello?
Hello.
You hear me? I said good morning. That's what I
She
said.
jumps. She jumps, and she turns around, and she has a dagger in her hand. She looks at you. You know, that is the worst way to say good morning to someone. I don't know if you knew that, but it is.
Is it? I can think
of.
of probably at least 20 ways that would be worse than that.
Is that why you came here, just to like tell me 20 reasons why this was the best way to say good morning?
Nope. That'd be fun. That is not. No, so,
I'm not... And she kind of pulls the rope a little tighter. Wasn't really expecting there to be people down here.
right, sorry.
It's just awkward. But no, whatever you were. You should probably... I'm happy to see you. Hi, how are you? How are things?
You're alright. Or things in Seashine are a little bit complicated, but working in our favor, kind of.
Live, and I don't see any new injuries, so it must be going well.
Yeah, we didn't get any fights yesterday, so I guess we're doing something more correctly than the day before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so figure out the bar situation a lot faster than I thought we were going to.
Really?
They're letting us run it, so... Well, okay, so their exact phrase is where the bar needs to get reopened, and either we can run it or you can run it. And so I figured we ran it, then there wouldn't be annoying people in there.
Or spy people.
Yes, or spy people. And, yeah, so, surprise. We have another bar to run. I don't know how to do that.
Did I tell you that Gorm wants to run the bar with me?
No. Is that
Yeah,
when we were here last time?
Nope. Why, he came with the
Yeah, well-
shenanigans.
I think then well, perfect. His job in the bar can be cleaning up the mess he made when he hit in the dwarf pallet and got drunk yesterday.
Hey, babe. Didn't you just get this bar? They've already made a mess. Is there any alcohol left?
Yeah, well, it was a little bit of a mess after the fight, and then they just decided to chill out and drink all day yesterday, as we did a bunch of other stuff we needed to do. So I think we're going to need to keep them separated from each other because it's not a good influence on Gorm.
I would say not.
Right, so the bar's a little bit of a mess this morning, but I feel like if we don't show signs of actually opening things, they're just going to try and supplant us. Again, which is not good.
No. And if there's a bar to be run by me in another land, then there's more reason for me to also be there.
That is true. Since you're probably going to need to hire some more people, but we got to make sure that they're not the spy people and they're just the good people.
Gonna have to be in person for those interviews then.
Probably, yeah. I would imagine that would be how that would work. Yes.
Well.
Yeah. So there's this thing with Curiosity's dad. He left like some sort of journal thing in a labyrinth underneath an archive. We have to go today to find it. But I think we're gonna leave the place again. So I don't know if you need anybody else to stay behind to help you get stuff set up. We're gonna get back, but hopefully evening. Hopefully sometime.
Do you need help in the labyrinth?
Well, I think we should be fine. We just need to make sure that the bar starts getting operational so that they don't get antsy and try and push us out of it again. Mainly for the people who normally go there. It's pretty much the only bar that's even anywhere in that area. So I even noticed yesterday that some of them were getting kind of restless and looking at the bar and being like, "That's closed," because some morons busted it up. To avoid that, I think your help would be better suited to getting that going. I think we should be fine. The guy who put the thing in there we were talking to actually made it in there and it was fine. Like, sure, we'll be okay. Because it's meant to be hard to get stuff out, but not impossible, and he also knows the way, so he's pretty much, we're just going in back up, basically. But he said it's going to take a while because it's basically like a maze or something, so.
Well, yeah, you're probably right then. I should probably. I don't think I can hire. There's plenty of bodyguards to be hired here. There's plenty of adventurers looking for work. I could hire a couple of them to be bodyguards in the tavern, and I could get a couple of girls to be wait staff for a while, and I can bartend. You said it was called the Sleeping Messiah, right? It was on the bottle.
Yep. That is the name of the place.
You think they would be very opposed to renaming it? Not sure.
Well, we kind of have control over it right now. So I feel like if I do something that makes them very upset, maybe we might want to find out why it's called that, and if it's like significant, or if it's just a dumb name that somebody named a bar.
Well,
you'll probably get a better feel for that once you've actually talked to some of the customers.
That's probably true. If I could rename it, do you have any suggestions?
I haven't thought about it. I had a bunch of other things on my mind, obviously. Just don't let the group anywhere near the name, because it's going to end up something really ridiculous. Okay. So like, you know what? You want to name it? Just name whatever you want. If you want my input, sure. But like, just don't do that. It's gonna be this whole thing. It's gonna take like an hour, and nobody's gonna agree on the name, and it's It's just a name.
Well,
It's going to become this giant thing.
to be honest, I really don't care about their opinion. I only ask yours. Anyway, yeah, I'll get things underway. I could probably get some food, some booze, some short-term things. As you can see, clearly, since you've been in my basement for who knows how long, I am stocked. Get things started.
Yes. Yeah, they said something that they would try and keep the bar supplies, but I imagine that you'd want to vet all of those. So.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get tricky.
Wait, someone said something about the cat drinking poison and being fine.
Yeah, well, the cat's a familiar, so he can do whatever he wants, I guess. Somehow still gets drunk, doesn't get poisoned. I thought alcohol was a type of poison, kind of technically, so I'm not clear as to how the rules work. Oh, found out his name is actually Winsome, so that's another thing.
Winsome, that's a great name. Who named
Right?
him Rafi?
Curiosity did not seem amused when I told him it was a better name than Rafi.
Well, I'm sure he thought at the time that Rafi was the best name ever. So I can understand.
Yeah, well, figured I should probably call Rob Winsome by his original name. Remind him of being awesome, I guess. So he doesn't start drinking again. Boy, drunk cat familiars. Yep, that's what I signed on for. That's what I thought when I was going out here. I was like, I'm going to be dealing with a drunk cat all the time.
What did you sign up for?
Signed up for escorting Curiosity through the lands looking for a way to solve our problems. We're still doing that. Didn't sign up for a bunch of the other stuff that's come along with it. Well, I guess I never really actually signed up for.
What do you mean?
Well, born, left on the steps of the Dames, an orphan, raised by them, didn't really have much of it. Just kind of did it. Well, I believe what they're doing too, but, I didn't, most people join when they're about 75, so about when they reach adulthood, they enlist, I guess. Nah, enlist's not a good word. They apply, have tryouts, then start their training then, but that didn't work for me, so born into it, I guess, so that's what I'm stuck with. Stuck with the cat that gets drunk all the time. But anyway, yeah, I should let you, because now you have 2 bars to run instead of 1, so I should make sure everybody is all set to go find Curiosity's dad's journal, so we can get back, make sure everything's running smoothly.
I have some time. Do you have time for maybe breakfast?
Sure, probably a little quick breakfast, but yeah, sure, that'll work.
Yeah, I can. I can make the eggs that you liked. The first time we met.
Great. It's gonna be out there being like, "Where is breakfast?" No, I think that's not true. I think Ari said he was gonna make breakfast for people.
No offense on Ari, but I bet it won't be as good as I make it, since it's literally my job.
Yeah, probably not.
And I think I can be much more entertaining.
I don't know. You didn't have a dwarf paladin drunkenly swing a hammer at you at pre-dawn, so like it's a pretty lively crowd over there.
I've seen worse. It seems like a normal night with a dwarf in a tavern.
Yeah, we see like her hammer is like head removing from body levels of hammer.
Oh my. That does sound like. Well, I'm glad you are out of the way for that.
Yeah, she's better now. She's probably passed out again. Who am I kidding?
That's very well. I can't throw a giant hammer at your head, but I have a trick what I can do when I make eggs. Want to see it?
Sure.
I can make an entire, like, whole egg as it's frying. I can flip it in the air and land it perfectly in the center.
The real question is, can you toss it up? Like, can I hit it with an arrow while it's in the air and pin it to the wall?
Ooh. I think you'll have to show me that trick. Well, why don't you head upstairs? You still have... if you're worried about being seen, don't.
We've kind of got control over the portal. It's fine. Whatever.
Okay.
I'm over it now.
I agree. I think that was a little lame last time, but whatever. You can go ahead and head upstairs. I'll grab the food from down here and then get things started. Maybe change into something a little more appropriate.
Yeah. Alright, I'll see you up there.
Right. Okay. So, as Novi and Harmony have breakfast, the rest of you are having breakfast served by Eretheus?
That's the goal, or at least presented to them by Eretheus.
I was asleep in the basement.
Except for Gorm.
In the basement.
Eretheus, I have fish if you need it.
For breakfast, I'd almost prefer something a little bit more traditional, cutis, but...
Understood.
That's true. He does have 12 fish.
Does he have loaves of
Actually,
bread?
14.
14.
Unless they're starting to spoil.
For a day, they should be fine still.
Yeah.
You should get some salt that Gorm had.
Yeah.
No,
I recommend
have any
different salt. Actually, I recommend different salt.
Also, all of that is not with me anymore, so...
Yeah, that is now with an old cat lady.
But we know who he sold it to, so we can go get it.
Wait, you do? I don't think you guys were with me.
We know you sold it to someone, and we can wake you
Yeah,
up.
you'll
and
just have
ask.
to hunt it down. But if you really want that salt that bad, it's really more of a brine now, or a slurry.
Yeah, it was the salt you used to preserve the beholder parts, wasn't it?
Dogs.
Oh, the eye stalks.
It's an aberration, guys. Remember, it's not a beholder in fantasy. In Vechaunus, it's called an aberration.
Well, no, I cut off the stalks to make sure it could fit in the barrel. There's like little nubs of stalks.
Anyway.
Ari, why don't you roll for your culinary designs? Let's just
Okay.
roll.
Rolls a nat 18. Novi eats her words.
Let's see here. What would that be?
Dexterity?
Intelligence. Intelligence.
Okay.
It's not like if you wanted to do tricks, that's dexterity, but it's like the knowledge of ingredients.
But aren't the crafting skills all like that?
No, they're all intelligence.
I think you have to make 2 rolls. His knowledge of spices and his knowledge of actually being able to physically do the things.
That will be a
seems little
12.
overkill.
Yeah, that'd be a 12. It's at least passable.
For Gorm, Daphne, Bramble, Winter, and Binda, and yourself, you make a very tasty breakfast out of some out of bacon, eggs, additional sort of.
Yeah, all the food will be gone long before Gorm wakes up.
But there's bacon. It's greasy. It's good for you.
Yes,
You guys
but
have a pretty
hangover.
Bacon.
You guys have a pretty decent breakfast, and even Daphne, when she smells the bacon being cooked, it sort of stirs her out of her hangover, and she comes up and eats with you and seems pretty lively and pretty aware. She does hold her head a couple of times, but otherwise than that, she seems like she's spry and ready to go. Eventually, curiosity returns with Rafi, and as Rafi smells the food, he leaps off of Curiosity's shoulder and finds a plate and does not look back. Because and curiosity, he does flick his tail a little bit at your face as he leaves off. Maybe a little bit upset that we left before breakfast was served.
Well, at least we didn't miss breakfast.
Yes,
He just glares at you and goes back to his food.
it's good you didn't miss. I'm glad you were able to at least get something in you. Ruffy, here, and I'll hand him a shot glass that is half filled with fermented goat's milk.
He
Sorry,
seems both happy and a little offended that it's only half a shot glass.
I'm sorry it's only so little, but perhaps you could use, or perhaps you could help us out with other things later. There'll be more in it for you.
He goes down to drink it, but he continues to glare at you as he does.
Oh yes.
He's seeing the game that is up, and he is not pleased.
I was right. Crafting is a dex focus.
No, it depends on what you're crafting. That kind of crafting is
Bacon.
not, that's like,
Num, num. So how did it go? Num, 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 num.
It was very strange. I don't think that they really know anything about the seer. I tried to ask for a very simple, straightforward answer to whether or not there was anything nefarious going on or plots that we should stop, and she said that she didn't know very much, but she wanted to know who told her that we should talk with them, and I pretended like I didn't remember who it was, because I guess we were supposed to keep it a secret or something and not let people know we were investigating. And yeah, it was sort of very strange. She was friendly, but then I asked if I could train with anybody, and then she gave me Sarai as a training partner, but then she doesn't want to train me, and she also doesn't really know that much healing arcana. And then she said that the very least I could do was go down to this room full of 30 people that they've just been letting sit there for like a month, and they need severe medical treatment. And it was just very strange because I went down there, and then and I need to go back later and heal more of them because they were more seriously injured than I was led to believe. And they also really don't know anything about the seer. She just suggested talking to the noble houses. So it was very strange.
Okay, out of character. Now that it's been laid out before me, it sounds even more like succubus.
Yeah.
Did it smell bad in that?
In the room full of sick people? Yes.
Yes.
Probably did.
Curiosity's response is yes, it probably did.
Okay.
He wasn't paying attention. He was busy running around trying to heal people.
So it sounds like you had a interesting meeting with the priestess then.
Yes. She also says that she doesn't have a great memory, so she was writing everything down on a writing pad, but I told her not to write the stuff down about the seer.
Curious.
Towards the end of this conversation, Harmony, you emerge in the Misty Air Tavern.
Morning, everybody.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Hey, so we're going to get the journal today, right?
I believe
Yes.
so.
Yeah, and the weird labyrinth under the archives. What is it with the? What? Just why? What? Why?
Yes, it does not seem like a great method of storing things. On the bright side, I still have most of my mana left.
That'll come in handy.
Most of it. It's like 9. It's like 8 o'clock. What have you been doing?
Well, when I went to the healing temple, it was very strange, and then the head priestess there said the least that I could do for helping her out or for her helping me out, was like heal the 30 people that they had in like their medical hospital ward area that apparently they've just been letting sit there for like 30 days or more, and like there's barely anyone there who can do magic that's healing, because apparently they're all like doing missions for the Dominion/missionary work, and they don't really have healers. And then so then she asked me to tend to them, but there are only like a few people that I could actually easily treat before coming back here. I need to go back later and do some more healing.
About halfway through that, Erethias had picked up his lute and had started playing along with, or at least to a lively tune as to what Curiosity was saying, and particularly his speed of speech.
Hello everybody, let me sing you a song right now, and then I'm going to tell you what I did at the water temple. Quickly, when it touched the water pieces, she was like, hey, and then she smiled and she was a cat. And then I said, hey, what about that seer? And she said, I don't think I know about what you're talking about. It maybe
it's a Curiosity water temple rap.
Curiosity, I think you're confusing song with stream of words to music. I think they're different.
Maybe we just invented a new form of music.
Harmony, you watch as Curiosity does this performance. For the first time ever, Rafi lifts up his head and stares at Curiosity almost in awe.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, someone should have laid down a beat.
Also, Dwarf, you get to stay here.
I'll give Curiosity a
Not
silver tip.
again. I want to go to the lab.
Look, you had so much fun. You had so much fun.
But you're going to fight monsters? That sounds
Yeah,
way
why?
more-
Yeah, don't you
Yeah,
think it would
why
be
aren't
good to
we
have her
bringing her?
along?
It's just because
We
I
need
almost hit you
somebody
in the head with my hammer.
in
I
the
hear that.
No. It's because you are capable of fending off people that might try to come in here before we're ready to open, because nobody's coming with some people to start setting this place up so we can actually start running it. Did anybody find a red cloth, by the way? Did anybody do that while I was gone? In like 2 hours I was gone. Anybody?
While you were gone, I was preparing our breakfast. I don't think there's a red rag, at least not that I could
How does
see.
it? Winter's
Well, it looks
still
like there's
asleep.
plenty of
Winter's been
wine
asleep this whole
stains
time.
all over the place. We can just soap up some red wine with some random towels.
Yeah,
and
Brett
then
Harvey was doing to do that already. It's just like grabbing
put
stuff.
that up in the door.
I mean, there's broken glass everywhere from when Gorm was throwing bottles. At least one of them wasn't empty.
That's such a waste. It hurts to watch you waste red wine that way.
It's just the red wine that's already spilled on the floor from yesterday.
Oh, it's from this morning.
But it being on this,
It hurts.
but it
Were
being
you going to
spilled
lick it
out.
off the ground? Anyway, I'm putting a red rag on the door.
It looked like you were thinking about having.
I'm gonna look around for a broom.
Actually, when you do see it, when you start using it to soak up the ground, Rafi now notices that there's been alcohol on this floor this entire time and hops down and helps you clean it up.
Hey, maybe in this journal there's a section that lets you talk to us, actually. That'd be pretty great, right? You tell us things. Like if it's in the book, and we got the book, and Defiance had told this person to give the book, whoever had you, that's basically like a thing that's saying, okay, now everything that's in the book you can tell us about. Right? That makes sense,
If
right?
it's already
works
in the
your
book,
brain.
why would he need to tell us about it?
Like extra details. Extra details. Maybe there'll be like hopefully there's like a page that just is like,
I don't think
Yeah, we need
legally binding contracts work that way.
he didn't have a legally binding contract. It's a familiar sort of, it's not a contract, it's a bond sort of thing.
Well,
Anyway, we won't know if there's something about the bond and releasing us, being able to tell us information until we do it. I'm all about that information, though. So that means we have to brave the crazy guy who wears gray over his face. Then...
Could be worse.
Did anybody else think that he was like a gnomish automaton? He seemed very
Anyone?
strange. Oh, Rafi agrees. Yes. I don't think he wears that. I think that's his skin. I think he's an automaton. But he's very creepy looking. Don't you agree? Oh.
I don't know. We travel with Gorm, who's like an orc who wears like wrap. So I'm. What are you defining creepy as?
He has a glowing red eye.
There's a lot of stuff that glows on that. Anyway.
I guess that's true, but the way that the red was like glowing against the gray of his skin is just very disconcerting.
I mean,
Doesn't he look? He looks evil.
You have black against like a whitish blue, like hue, so like.
Yes, but it's very aesthetically pleasing. He just looks creepy.
He's also made of metal, so I think it's a little bit different.
I believe it would all depend on one's point of view, but...
I don't think judging the creepiness level of this guy is really the most important thing.
That is true.
We should instead judge the factor about how much he wants to kill us.
I don't...
What?
Winsome, you know this guy, right? He's not gonna try and kill us. I didn't get that vibe from him, but now you see.
Well, there you go.
What was that?
I think he's saying that his inventions could kill us on accident.
Well, that's at least comforting to know.
Or the labyrinth could kill us.
Yeah, but that's not him killing us. That's different. Okay, we should just make sure that doesn't
comforting.
happen. Alright, so we're all ready to do it. Does anybody have to do anything before we go?
After surprised by your ability to interpret him, Harmony Rafi Winsome comes up to you and he curls up on your shoulder and just kind of hangs out there for a little bit. He gives you almost pulls up his paw and kind of tries to give you kind of a fist bump.
If I notice, I will also fist bump because he's not a cat. He's a familiar, so he's way better. Trying to bribe him with alcohol. Is he like a cat? Like, oh, you want the tweet? You got to do the things if you want the tweet.
I'm pretty sure you can bribe humans with alcohol too.
Yeah, but you don't.
I'm pretty sure
the way you do it, you're like, okay, so you only get 1/2 of a shot glass of the alcohol now. And if you do the things later, we give more to you, okay?
Instead, you're like, look at this nice, shiny, gold-colored metal. I'll give you half now, and then half when you deliver us safely to our destination. Oh, wait, it's exactly like that.
The way you say it. The way you say it. It's not what you're saying. It's the way you say it.
Well, he didn't say it like the way that you said it, so...
It was like I was exaggerating to make my point.
They're definitely exaggerated.
Ariel was more thinking,
To
let's
the
not give
labyrinth
the cat
of doom.
too much.
Well, obviously we're not trying to get the cat drunk, yes.
Yeah. That and a drunk cat before we enter into a labyrinth was really smart.
How much of that wine bottle did he clean up?
I soaked up most of it in the red.
Left.
It's fine. It's fine. I got most of it in the bag.
So how red is even that cloth now after?
It's pretty red. It's pretty red. And dripping.
It's red enough that they will get the point. They're like, why did they hang a random rag off the doorknob? I don't know.
It's dripping. Why is it dripping?
Uh-huh.
Just to get all like the stray dogs.
Why is it dripping,
on
or
the
when
street.
is it dripping?
Why is it dripping? Why is it dripping?
Did they
And then-
kill
Anyway,
someone?
you guys begin your march out. You're leaving Daphne behind at the bar.
Are we?
I would recommend
Let's
she
go.
come
What
with
am-
us, but that's
Where's
me.
Winter?
Winter's still asleep. No one's checking on her.
So there's 2 people still asleep there.
I'm waking everybody up.
And Gorm is still asleep.
Oh, that's right. Gorm is asleep. Are we taking Gorm with us?
Never mind, fine. We can leave Gorm.
Huh? If we leave Gorm there, then we could probably take Daphne. Because it'd be hilarious to find out Gorm.
Yeah, but also Gorm doesn't know what's going on, and I'm sure he'll just like wander off and not actually stay in the bar.
We should
Okay.
take Gorm with us. What if there's dangerous things in the labyrinth that he needs to hunt down and kill?
That would be an argument for taking Daphne along
That would
too.
be an argument for taking
Yes,
everybody,
exactly.
but we need to leave somebody here so when Novi comes over with the people running the bar.
Let's leave Winter here. She can burn all of the enemies that try to attack us with fire.
Burn the bar down in the process.
Yeah, I feel like our firepower is probably better in a labyrinth that's probably made out of stone.
Just imagining
Yeah,
everyone coming
there's
back, and there's just
Gonna-
a smoking.
Smoking
Smoking
pile of rubble of
floor.
a floating market.
I got scared, guys. I'm sorry.
That
I
is
sneezed, I'm
a
sorry.
good point. That's
And there's also the symbolism of having a paladin being here. It kind of makes
Is
sense.
that all I am to y'all? It's just a symbol. I see how it is.
No, we just unfortunately until we get the bar actually no, after today, once we get like bodyguards and everything, work it out for the bar, then you can come with us. But you're just really good at making sure the riffraff don't come anywhere near us. Yeah, this
After today, when you're done being our minion guarding the bar, you can come be our meat shield minion guarding us while we investigate the
He
dungeon.
just likes to smash skulls. I don't know. She's a paladin that doesn't like killing people but likes getting into
Okay.
fights.
enough of the unhelpful translation.
I see how it is. I'm underappreciated here.
I'm sorry, Daphne. I tried to convince him to bring you.
You're not we just need to leave somebody here and you make the most sense.
So that your girlfriend doesn't get attacked, is that it? Fine.
Cool, alright, so we're waking up Gorm, we're waking up Winter, we're dragging them with us.
Gorm, wake
I'm
up.
also
Also,
leaving Gorm.
Yeah.
So how do you wake him up?
Curiosity. So like, as waking up, I would suggest you like cure his hangover. So like he just wakes up and he's happy and feeling refreshed and not like angry and wanting to punch us in the face. So if he starts throwing stuff, I will smack him in the head. With my
I don't think I've ever tried to do that before.
When is he not?
No, that's
angry
not
and
true.
wanting to punch
That's
somebody
not
in
true.
the face?
You did that.
did?
You did that too. When I was playing Curiosity, he did. You did that first. You did that. You did that.
Oh, okay. Well, how did
Curiosity is just
I
not
do that?
remembering.
How did I do that?
Cure poison.
I see.
It would be really entertaining if Curiosity got drunk and it was too drunk to cast Cure Poison.
Yeah, that'd be sad.
That would be
That'd be real
great.
sad.
It would be amazing.
Great.
Okay, I guess I'll do that. Okay. Do I get magic point? Do I get any stun points? Oh, I do! Yay, stun points. We want to make it cheaper.
I want to make curing Gorm as cheap as possible.
He's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Interesting.
Did you roll the things? Did you do
Yeah,
the
I
things?
rolled.
He's rolled.
All right.
He's healed.
All
That's how he
right.
got stun points.
All right. Yay.
Alrighty. So, you get Gorm up, you get Winter up, you cure the hangovers, you gather together, you leave an angry Daphne behind the tavern.
With an apologetic look from Ari. I'm sorry, Daphne.
She just
Imagine-
stares while she holds a mug of ale in her hand.
I imagine the cure poison doesn't remove the dehydration in the head, so he just goes and sticks his head in like the nearest water barrel and doesn't come up for a little while.
That's fair. That's fair.
You can see the level of the water barrel slowly going down.
As much water is consumed, you eventually all make your way to the Sharshung Archives and towards the labyrinth of monsters. That's where we're gonna end for tonight.
Bum, bum, bum.
Alright.
Tune in next time to hear how we go through the labyrinth. It'll be full of fun and treasure.
I think you left out some other things like danger and
Only fun, much
danger
treasure, great times.
and
Of
danger.
course. Well, that will be it from us. Thank you for joining us, guys, live. I'm glad you guys at least hope you had a fun time. I know I did. I hope our players did as well. And those of you who are on YouTube, I hope you guys enjoyed the show and all that. And I hope you guys have a good night. And God bless.